Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to look at how to fill the TISSNET 22 form. So the first step is to visit the main website, and from there you will see a button called how to apply, and from there you will be taken to this website which you can directly enter in your browser as well. The website is appln.tiss.edu/register. Once you go to this website, the first thing that you will see is new registration. Now, in case you're not created your account, which is when you're visiting this website for the first time, you will be asked to create a user ID by entering your email ID first. Then from where did you get to know about this admission? So there are some basic questions that you need to answer. The options for this are, there are multiple options such as the online search or newspaper, etc. You can fill whichever is applicable. Which device did you use to search, and have you applied in TISS before? So these questions are again very simple. You can fill these in appropriate manner, and then you have to enter the CAPTCHA. So once you enter this CAPTCHA and click on register, you will be getting a mail to set your password, because at this point you have not set your password. So you just have to fill the details and then click on register. You will get an automated email, and from there you will be able to create a password that you can then use to log into the account. Now, since I've already created my account, I'm going to log into the account by clicking here, which says if you have already registered, then click here to log in. I'll just click on this and show you how it works. So once you have created your account and you have your user ID and password both, you will be able to log in through your email ID and your password. So you'll have to enter these two, enter the CAPTCHA, and then you can click on login, and then you will be able to start the form filling process. So let's complete this step and I'll show you what is the next step. Now, once you're logged into your account, there are 5 things that you need to complete. The first one is basic details, which is your name, address, examination center preference, etc. Then the academic details, then uploading of documents in terms of your photograph and your signature, then selecting the programs and indicating preference of those programs, and then paying the fees. Now, the first thing is basic details. So at the bottom of the page, you'll be able to see that there are 5 steps, and it will show the status of those steps. Since I've already started filling the form a bit, you will see that there are 3 steps that I've completed and the 2 are pending. But when you log in for the first time, you will see pending for all the steps, and you will see an option called view link. So for each of them, you have an option to edit/view. So what you need to do is you need to click on that link and then you complete that step, and then you will be taken to the next step. So what we are going to do is we are going to start with basic details. But before that, there are 2 important things that you need to understand. While you're filling the form, you click on save button at the end of each step to save the filled information. If you don't do it, your information will be lost. Now, when you do confirm, before clicking the final confirmation, carefully review all the information filled in the form by clicking the preview button, because once you click on final confirmation, you will not be able to edit that information. So keep these 2 things in mind and always do save, otherwise you will lose your information. So we'll start with the first step, which is the basic details. I'll click on this and then I'll show you what all fields are there. Let's start with the application details, and the first step is basic details. So in basic information, we'll start with personal details. So here for all the questions, you also have help text. So you just have to hover over this option where you will be able to see what is the help text for that particular question. So for prefix, you have to enter Mr., Miss, whatever is appropriate. For full name, you have to enter your full name as per your 10th or 12th mark sheet, and they've given an example also for the same. For gender, there are choices available. For date of birth, you will see a calendar and you have to select your date of birth. The question is, are you employed? So you have to select yes if you are employed, no otherwise. And then you have to enter your parents, spouse, or guardian's annual gross income. So this gross income is supposed to be for the financial year 22-21. Let's move to category. So the first question is minority if applicable. Let's say if you select a particular minority, right, you will also have a pre-admission orientation for minority candidates and for SC, ST, OBC, NC, and PWD. If you select that if you don't belong to any minority, you are not making any selection, then that field won't be applicable. So the next question is, are you eligible for reservation? Again, if you select yes, you'll have to enter the appropriate category information. If you select no, then no further action needs to be taken. So make the appropriate choices. Then you move to center selection. Now here, the examination cities, there are quite a few options. You have to select one center from the available examination center. Then we move to contact details, wherein you start with your residential area, so whether it is rural or urban, and then you enter the house name, the exact address, the PIN code, and the domicile certificate that you have, or which state you are the domicile from. Then you move to country, state, city. Again, country, state, and city is again a very obvious selection that you need to make. After this, you enter your mobile number. Please enter the mobile number that you're going to be using throughout this period. And then you also have to enter an alternate contact number. You can enter your parent or guardian's phone in this case. And you also have to enter the email ID of the parent or the guardian. So once you complete all of this step is done. Once you fill the information, click on save, and then you can move to the next step. So let me fill this information and I'll show you what is there on the next page. So now we are on step 2, which is the academic details. So here the first thing that you start with is your 10th and 12th details. So you just have to enter the board and the state. You don't need to enter your marks, etc. Just board and state is sufficient. After this, you have to go to bachelor's degree, wherein the first question is, have you completed your graduation? If you have completed, you can select yes, and then the next two questions you will not be able to fill. If you have not completed, you're still in the final year, you have to select no, and then you can enter the appropriate details. So are you in the final year of bachelor's degree? You can again select yes, no, not applicable. Will your bachelor's degree be completed by 31st? Again, you have to select yes or no. After this, you have to enter here when you completed or expect to complete your bachelor's degree. So if you're expecting it to complete in 22, you can write 2022 in this particular field. Then, or if you already completed, then you can enter whatever year in which you completed the degree. Then you have to enter your bachelor's degree. So there are a couple of options there. Then the name of university, there is no drop down here. So you have to enter the name of university as it appears on your mark sheet. Then bachelor's degree pattern. Here you have 10 plus 2 plus 3 or 10 plus 2 plus 4 or 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, etc. So whatever is the pattern that you need to select. If it is not there in the options, you can select any other, which is the last one. Then in bachelor's degree discipline, you again have several options. And then you have specialized subjects, right? So if there was any specialized subjects of your bachelor's degree course, you can enter it there. Then you have to enter the percentage, GPA, or the grade obtained. So here, whatever is the maximum available, you'll have to select that first. So if let's say it is percentage, you can select 100 and enter the percent. If it is on a GPA, let's say of scale 4 or 7 or 8 or 10, you can make the appropriate selection, which is the maximum GPA, and then the obtained GPA will be filled in this particular box. Then there are some questions such as, do you have any ATKT or unclear papers in previous semesters? Have you availed the Government of India post-matric scholarship? And if you're a medical graduate, will you complete your internship by 31st October? So whatever are the questions applicable, you can select the response accordingly, whether it is yes or no, depending on your own case. So complete all this information and then we will be taken to the next step. So let me fill this part and then I'll show you what appears on the next page. So in the next step, you have to upload the document, which is your photograph, signature, and if there are any other supporting documents that you need to upload. Please note that your photograph and signature need to be in either JPEG or JPG or BMP or GIF or PNG format, whereas all the other remaining documents, you have to scan them, put it in a single PDF, and then you have to upload. So at the bottom of the page, you will see an option to upload. So here you will select the attachment type, whether you're uploading, let's say, photograph or signature. If you select photograph and you click on choose file, then you select the file from your desktop and you upload it. And then if you want to upload signature, you'll have to follow the same steps. Select the attachment type as signature, again locate the file and upload. Once you upload these files, you will see a preview of it. So make sure that before you click on save and move to the next step, the preview is right. So your photograph should be correct and your signature should also be correct. So once you complete this, you can move to the next step. So let me complete it first and then I'll show you what is the next step. The next step is program details. So here you have to select the programs that you wish to apply to. Please note that you can apply for minimum 1 program and maximum 3 programs across locations. However, you can opt for maximum 2 locations from the list. So what you need to do is you have to select the location first and then you have to select the program that you need to apply to. I'll just show you an example. So let's say you want to apply to a program at Mumbai. You'll first have to select the location as Mumbai, and then from the drop down, you'll be able to select the program. So let's say if you are applying to the program which is related to the human resource management and labor relations. So you will select that program and indicate what is the preference that you have. So let's say I give this the first preference. I'll click on add program after this. Then again, I'll have to select the location and then select the program. So let's say I select Mumbai, and now let me select some other program. Maybe I'm going to pick something related to education. So I'll select Master of Arts, Education Elementary, and that is going to be my second preference. And the third preference that I need to put, or the third program that I'm going to put, should have a different location. So I'm going to select, say, Tulzapur, and I'm going to select MA in Social Work, and that will be my third preference, right? Now, as I add programs, it will automatically calculate the fees that I need to pay. So since I've added 3 programs, I need to pay 3,000 as my fee. If you want to remove a program, if you want to change your preferences, you can do it at this stage till the time you click on confirmation and preview. So do this thing very carefully. Make sure that you select the preferences correctly and give the correct order to it, right? So in the description of this video, we'll also put a link to a document from where you can read the suggested preferences and the programs. Now, once you have selected all the programs and completed your preferences, you need to click on confirmation and preview. This will show you a preview of the form that you have filled. Make sure that you go through all the details that you have entered properly. And once you are sure that I've selected everything correctly, you can do a final submit, and post that you will be taken to the payment page. Once you complete the payment, you are done with the application for TISSNET. So this is the entire process of TISSNET application. In case you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. We'll try to get back with the reply as early as possible. So thank you so much for watching. We hope this video has helped you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do it immediately. Till then, all the best to all of you. Good luck.